Hey everyone, All Things Mates here. Welcome back to a brand new reaction video. Today we have Straight White Male by Tom MacDonald.
And I have to say, how dare he be a straight white male?
I know, right? How dare he? He should be not straight, not white, not male. God. Alright, me and him have never heard this song. Obviously, we have an idea of what it could be about.
It's one of those, I think the title gives it away.
Just a little bit.
But I'm sure he'll put some spin on it.
Oh yeah, no, he always does. So far, what I've seen from like the little preview that YouTube shows you when you like hover your mouse over it, the symbology of the video looks pretty nice. Like it looks to me like so far, just from what I see right now, it looks to me like he's in jail for being a straight white male. Like that's how people can feel.
It just popped in my head, and I got to tell you, or I'll forget.
Okay.
You know how I recorded the original Batman movie? A couple days ago.
Yes.
Like from 1966.
Yes.
You've got to watch it.
Why?
It's hilarious.
Okay, but
I'm sorry. I'll forget it.
I was expecting you to connect that movie with this somehow.
It's so funny. Hey, if you've never seen the original Batman movie,
funny in what way?
I'm sure I had seen it, but it came on TV the other day, one of our old movie channels. So I recorded it, so I always show the kids old movies. And I forgot how funny it was. It's one of those so bad it's funny movies. Like, I just gotta.
But it's the original, so you gotta.
Yeah. You just gotta watch it. You just gotta watch it.
We can watch it tonight.
I can't tell you know, it's like I'm a big Sharknado guy.
Oh yeah.
Sharknado
movies.
Yeah. It's better.
Oh really? It's better.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
It's like that Thanos meme.
I'll tell you why.
Impossible.
I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I think it's better because I don't think they were trying to be so bad it's funny. See, Sharknado, they try to be bad to be funny, okay? If you're taking the guy from Beverly Hills, whatever, 93492, whatever that show was called, and you're going to have him star in your show, then you're not taking yourself very seriously from the get-go. All right? But
who played Batman in that old movie?
Adam West, man.
I don't
know
that. I don't know that. I don't just know that.
The guy that has the voice, but he's got the voice. He does all kinds of cameos and voice acting. Still, well, not anymore, but
is he dead?
I think.
Like you mean like recent, like more recent stuff, not like from my.
You would have heard him in something.
Okay,
You've heard him or seen him.
I maybe recognize his voice. Maybe.
Yeah, you would recognize him. Anyway, okay, that's enough. That's enough about that.
I legit before we continue really quick, I legit thought that you were gonna connect that movie to the song somehow, and I was like, where is this going? All right, you know what? Let's just get right into it. We wasted enough time talking about Batman somehow. All right, you ready?
Could have connected Clown World to the Joker, maybe.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could, but then again, like, well, you
could
put the headphones on.
It's like 4 minutes in, and we just.
We could talk. We could literally. I can connect Clown World.
That is literally what 60 years old. Nice.
What, that movie?
Yeah.
We should watch this tonight. We can watch some of it tonight.
You're gonna love it.
Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh wait.
Straight white man.
Okay, hold on. It's only coming out of 1 for me.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, this should fix it.
I thought it was designed.
There you go.
There you go.
Straight white male, hate myself. Mad that my skin so pale, got white privilege so I cannot fail. The world told me I'm evil stale. I break the law but I escaped the jail. My diet only mayonnaise and kale. I went to school and
I didn't hear
kale.
What?
He said my diet only mayonnaise and kale. That's first of all, those two things are both disgusting.
This one also may be kind of funny. I don't know. We'll find out.
That was kind of funny.
All right, back it up.
I mean, obviously jumping right into the white privilege.
Oh yeah, no, he does not waste any time.
I break the law, but I escaped the jail. My diet only mayonnaise and kale. I went to school and I paid my taxes. I used to grammar, I'm bad as hell. I'm not a Nazi. I like black people, black Jesus, black Santa, black coffee. I'm not a racist. I like Hispanics and Negroes and Natives and Asians. Black power says I'm the problem. Girl power says I'm the issue. Gay rights think I'm trying to stop them. I'll let y'all trip and I'll get you some tissues.
This very heavily connects with Everybody Hates Me as well.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like, you know, it's good that way.
Because I mean, it's like all of society's problems are all the white man's fault. It's just, I mean, and every group. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like when groups are doing their marches and their protests or in their parades and whatever else they may be doing to promote their cause, if you honor another part that contradicts what then they will kick you out. I want to say, I can't remember where it was. I want to say it was in Oregon, probably is in Oregon, where they have an openly gay police chief, and he's like the only one in the country. There may be a couple more now. This was a couple years ago. And the gay pride parade would not let him march in gay pride because he was a police chief. Because then they were going to lose the support of Black Lives Matter.
That is so dumb, though.
That was basically like it's just...
It shouldn't matter who you affiliate with. Like, okay, if you agree with a certain opinion, that doesn't have to contradict everyone else, like the other opinions, right?
Right.
Does that make any sense?
Just because you're with somebody doesn't mean you have to be against them.
Like, yeah. Just because, like let's say...
Well, we said this. You can be pro-police and pro-Black lives. Those two things can coexist.
Yeah.
In fact, in most people, it actually
They're not
does.
mutually exclusive.
Right. And most people, it actually does. But if you were just show support for law enforcement, and then somebody over here on Black Lives Matter they'll condemn you for it. Like, no, I mean, I support what y'all are going through too, and we got to get that stuff to come together. So, because if neither side cares about each other, then
we're getting nowhere. We get nowhere.
Where are we going?
No progress.
Exactly. So, anyway, that's now. But a lot of the groups will just target straight white men now because we are, just the epitome of the evil that is all in the world. When I can take you through the history of the world, anybody who thinks that way has never opened a history book. Every race, every color, every person that you can possibly identify with has had someone in their ancestral heritage of their country that has been pure evil. Every single one of them. And we don't all hold. I would never hold a Middle Easterner to Saddam Hussein, or I would never hold
like for terrorism.
People that are actually from Africa. What's that guy's name? Dominated. God, I just watched this thing on him.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
Oh well, I can't think of it. Anyway, one of the most ruthless dictators in history for about 9 years. African. It was African. Of course, we've got Stalin and we've got Hitler. Those are white people. You've got Gaddafi. It's just the list goes on about just ruthless ass evil people in the history of this world, and they come from everywhere. These people are deranged, and they only have one thing in mind, and that's world domination.
Terrorism.
All right, roll it.
Did we back it up?
Y'all have been painting me villainous. I'm not the one setting fire to your villages. I'm not the man that is raping and pillaging. I do not care if my neighbors are immigrants. Maybe all whites look the same and you think that I'm somebody else. So it's cool. Honestly, I think that everyone looks alike if they aren't white, and I'm sorry, it's true. Straight white male. I have it all, I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white male. Police pull me over, I LOL in their face.
And it's also that like thing that's like, oh, you're white, so if a police pulls you over, you're obviously going to get away scot-free.
Right, and that just doesn't happen. In almost every circumstances, law enforcement is going to treat that person exactly how they treat the
crime,
the other
depending
person.
on the crime, right?
Well, it depends on the crime, depends on the pullover and all that good stuff. But as far as respect, people get arrested all the time that show the police the utmost respect, and they have no issues, and the police return that respect even though they have to arrest them for something. So, that tends to be how people treat people. It has nothing to do with anything else. In most cases. But yeah, people have this vision like, well, if you're white, you didn't get a ticket because you're white. No, you didn't get a ticket because maybe that cop was having a good day and he just wanted to give warnings that day. And I'm sure that plenty of African Americans have gotten plenty of warnings. So that kind of stuff doesn't hold water. Look at what just happened in the Olympics.
All the controversy.
Well, yeah, but I'm not going to get into controversy. I haven't watched hardly anything, but there was a black female wrestler just took gold. And if you watch her post speech, this is one of the best speeches you could ever see because she is just elated. She's like pure joy. And she's all about it. She's loving on the U.S. She's like, I'm proud of the U.S. I'm proud to be here. I'm getting to live my dream. It was just one of the most awesome interviews. And then you have Megan Rapinoe a tremendous soccer player her entire career, but she's taken this hardline stance on all these social issues, and basically just comes out disrespecting the country all the time. And I'm going to support that wrestler way more than I support Megan Rapinoe. Yeah, but one's African American, one's white. So it's just that has no bearing. None of that has any bearing. It depends on how you treat me and my beliefs. And even if we disagree or have different beliefs, if you treat me okay, I'll treat you okay. It's just that simple. It's not rocket science.
LOL in their face. Straight white man. Guess I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white man. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great. Straight white male. I'm so frail. Mama gotta pay my bail. Shotguns and meth are both on sale. I'ma need to treat myself. I only listen to country music. I only marry my second cousins. I only cry when my team is losing. I blame everything on the blacks and the Muslims.
See, now it's just a bunch of stereotypes. Oh yeah, I knew that was coming. Oh god, I
just blame everything on blacks and Muslims.
Besides the actual like lyrics and the message of the song, can I just say I actually really love how this song sounds. Yeah, in terms of like just. Not just the message, but I'm gonna definitely go watch some more reactions to this one for sure. And Everybody Hates Me. I want to see those. Those ones were good. Oh yeah. All right.
Y'all blame me for building the system. Y'all blame me for wages we're paying the women. Y'all blame me for rights that gay people not giving. You blame me for talking when I should just listen. You blame me the same me the praise that we winning and hate me for slavery. And lately I'm tripping that daily you shame me for having opinions on race in our country and everything in it. Fine, y'all don't gotta be my friends. Y'all don't gotta like white men. Y'all don't gotta hold my hand. Y'all don't gotta have my back. Y'all don't gotta see my side. Y'all don't gotta be down to ride. Y'all don't gotta do anything but ghost. And I'ma do me even when it's the most. Yeah.
They just dab? Yeah. What year was this? 20? Nope, you can't dab in 2019.
But it was an old judge. All right, it's like me dabbing. Okay?
Oh yeah, that's right. You would still dab these days. Dab. That was terrible. Please cancel me for that.
Oh, you will be.
You can't live in 2016 while living in 2021. Whatever. What's the year?
The pandemic's done a number on you, hasn't it?
What's the year? All right, go ahead. You know what I'm saying.
You'd still have 2 years of school left.
I have it all. I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white man. Police pull me over. I LOL in their face. Straight white man. Guess I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white man. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great. Man, you're so mean. You're so racist. You're ugly. You're so basic. You said that something.
Like, I didn't even catch that. The first,
you didn't know
first shot.
He was dressed up
They had to come back to it. Before I saw it, I was like, oh my god.
This guy. I wish I was a fan of this guy when this song came out so I could see all the news articles and the political stuff about this song. God.
I mean,
this is one of my favorite songs he's done.
If you're going to try and pull it off, at least shake your chest.
No, he looks fine.
You're so racist. You're ugly. You're so basic. You said that something, N-word, retard, Satan. I can't believe the bullshit song lyrics that you're okay with. Kill yourself while live on Facebook. I want the notification. I don't care. Y'all ain't right. I'll be praying that you die.
I think this is very current because you'll notice, obviously, we're in the middle of this pandemic still. What year is it? 2040, and we're probably still going to be in it.
Hope not.
And there's a lot of questions out there about this whole vaccine thing and all this other stuff. And you got a lot of rhetoric just being thrown out there. And I mean, there are people that are actively wanting people to die that just don't want to take the vaccine because it's still 6 months old.
That does not make any sense to me.
And it's not super effective. I know they say it's funny how it's mutated. How effective it is has mutated over time. At first, it was straight up vaccine where you won't get COVID if you have it. Then it turned into, well, you'll catch COVID, but you can't transmit it. Then it turned in, well, you can transmit it, but your symptoms won't be so bad. And then now your symptoms can be bad too, and some people do get hospitalized still with the vaccine. So,
they basically went backwards.
If you're one of those people that wants to wait, they're like bashing you left and right. They're coming up with these rules. Some of these real liberal states are going into this whole wanting to create these. You can't go places if you don't have your vaccine card. I'm like, I mean, you can't see the writing on the wall. I don't know what to tell you. But just because somebody doesn't want to take a brand new vaccine, imagine when the first vaccines came out for several other diseases and stuff, and they probably had a fight on their hands too until they saw how productive it was going to be.
The flu.
The flu, I don't take the flu shot anyway.
No, I know, but like, when I was taking U.S. history, we talked about specifically because obviously it was the year of the pandemic, and we talked about because it's nice to be living in it sucks, but it's good to learn that we are living through history right now. Like, this is going to be in history books 10 years down the line, maybe even less, probably less. 2020 is going to have a chapter that's like this long.
This needs to be a book.
It needs its own book, the year of 2020. But like, we compared the vaccine to the vaccine of the flu, which did not go so well because it gave people different diseases that were incurable, that killed people way more than the actual virus did.
I don't think that's I don't think we're going to have that issue.
But like, I'm just saying that history repeats itself.
Well, I know that
more often than not,
especially if you don't know it, if you don't know your history. But,
yeah, it could happen in the future, is what I'm saying.
But my issue is the division that's come up because they say, well, you have the vaccine, so you won't have it won't have the same. It won't hit you the same, but you can still catch it and you can still pass on. Then why do you give a shit if anyone else has the vaccine? Because it now does everything it can do for you. And then you want to accuse people who don't take the vaccine. Well, you're a murderer. You're going to give it to somebody and they're going to die from it. Da, 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 da. Well, I mean, you can too. I mean, you can too now, according to what they say.
Yeah.
So
you can still pass it. Yeah.
All this finger pointing and division is just crazy. I don't. There's nothing wrong with waiting and seeing what the hell happens. And of course, people bring up these other things you take vaccines for when you're a child, like all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, but those vaccines actually prevent you from getting those things, and they've been out for decades. Yeah, decades.
Like what? Like chicken pox.
So you can't compare the two.
Just gonna make sure we're still recording, and we're good.
It's all on y'all. If you want it, get it. If you don't want it, then you want to wait. I think it's going to turn into a flu shot. It's
personal opinions.
You have to get every single year.
Yeah,
it's my opinion on it.
Yeah, or maybe we could just. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I would tell you never. No, you get it. Okay, let's go.
I don't care, y'all ain't right. I'll be praying that you die. I'll be doing my own thing. I hope you're happy with your life. You're a Nazi, you're a moron, you're a huge waste of my time. I'm just straight and white and male. I'm not the worst, I'm just a guy. Straight white male. I have it all, I'm the one that you love to hate. Straight white male. LOL in their face. Straight white male. Guess I'm to blame for the life that you can't escape. Straight white male. It's so easy to be me. I'm feeling great.
Dude, this guy makes the best music videos.
Yeah, and obviously this song's a lot about white privileges in particular. And I won't deny that I think that probably did exist. Maybe it still does to some degree. On not a national or systemic platform, I don't think. I think it can be person to person. Because everybody has their own biases. There may be more people that are comfortable with an African American walking in than me walking in, because that's just who they do business with. So maybe they don't trust me. I mean. And so
perspective.
I mean, it's all that's just as wrong. But they say that being white. Let me tell you something. The only privilege you have in this country is if you got money. That is the only privilege in this country. Because if I did something wrong, I mean, I promise you, I don't have the money or the clout to get out of it, and neither do you. So don't do anything wrong.
Nah, I don't plan
But
to.
if your name's Hunter Biden, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
If your name's under Biden.
I said if you're a Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden. That's his son.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You can do anything you damn well please, and you ain't never going to have to worry about it. Or if your name is Joe Biden, too.
Or really any president. Like, because, like...
The walls are starting to come down on old governor of New York, old Cuomo.
Oh, yeah, but, like, there's been multiple presidents that got impeached. Nothing ever happened to them.
Well, that's because...
Either they quit or... Like, nothing actually ever happened.
Right. The impeachment process is supposed to be a process in which the president has done something so outlandish that even his own party would turn and say you need to be out of office. So the impeachment thing, as far as the House of Representatives is concerned, is all just a sham, no matter who it is that gets impeached. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is just Bill Clinton and Donald Trump that have been impeached by the House.
Richard Nixon got impeached.
Maybe he
quit before.
Probably had some ground to stand on with old Bill Clinton, but, you know... It's still, if we're going to be judging these presidents and stuff by their sexual morality, we might as well.
I mean, it's not a crime. We might as well
cancel the whole damn country.
I mean, he didn't
It's not my thing. I've often said, like, when it came to Trump and some other guys, I don't want them to act or behave anything like these men. They're terrible people in other respects. I do think they're smart. I think that they worked hard and manipulated a lot of people to get to where they are. But those people are not role models. I don't think I've ever met a single politician that I would call a role model. But anyway, so it's wealth privilege in this country. And wealth is becoming very evenly distributed among races as far as who's rich. And so if you got the money, nothing happens to you. So... Or you get enough lawyers to get on it to where it never sees the light of day.
You can keep talking. They can't see this.
So that's my take on the whole straight white male, white privilege thing. And this whole thing, well, you're a white male or you're straight, you can't have an opinion about stuff. That's just another way to try and shut people down that have a different opinion. That's bullshit. Every single social issue, every single thing about race, gender, sexual preferences, or desires, whatever you want to call them.
Orientation.
I don't think that's the word anymore. They changed it.
Oh, well, they change everything, so.
But I can still have an opinion on it. Now, whether or not you give a shit about that opinion it's fine. But telling people they can't have an opinion on it is like telling people just not to be people. I do live in this society, okay? I have an opinion, and it's just as important and just as valid as anybody else's, period. Yeah. So that's not a debate.
Yeah. Like you said, you don't have to care about it, though. But you still have one. That's... Because it can not only... Are you talking about, okay, are you talking about, like, certain groups that are like, oh, you haven't been through it, so you don't understand, so you can't have an opinion? Are you talking about something like that?
Something like that. Like, if you try to...
like Black Lives
Feminism is probably... Well, feminism is, I think, is one of the worst ones nowadays, is just shutting men down completely.
You're a man, so you can't have an opinion.
Yeah, you can't have an opinion. Just like,
But it could have...
Like the top... And the reason why I say it is because it's got such a hot button issue with abortion involved. And I can still have an opinion on abortion all day long. You're right. I'm a man. I don't have a uterus, and I'm not going to give birth.
But it could, like, affect us as a society,
but
in general.
It does have a societal effect. And when you're killing 60 million of them plus a year, I got a problem with that. And we talked about the vaccine earlier and being pro-choice. And a lot of people like to make it, oh, well, suddenly you're pro-choice. No. When you have an abortion, you are literally killing a fetus. You're killing another being. That's not the same. It's not the same as catching a fucking flu. So, yeah. They're not comparable. They like to make irrational comparisons to make their points. And I get kind of tired of hearing it, but anyway.
All right, so that was Straight White Male. I actually really enjoyed the song, though. I think we touched on most of the stuff that he talked about in the video. If we did miss anything, I'm sure you guys will let us know. I'm sure. I trust you guys. But I did enjoy the song a lot, actually. I'm going to listen to that one on repeat. Because I heard like a tiny...
The song of the night.
The song
of the night was definitely...
Oh, Everybody Hates Me, yeah. No, yeah, we recorded that one right before this one. That one was really fun. Y'all will see that one before this one, though, hopefully. All right. If I got my schedule right. We're gonna try and do about maybe one to two videos a week, but we get kind of busy sometimes. So, and then sometimes we forget, and sometimes we're just lazy. I mean, we gotta be honest. Like, yeah, we enjoy doing this though, especially if it's a fun song like that. So, any last remarks? Anything else?
Nope.
Nice thinking face. Just nope. All right, Dad. The joke's over.
Did I run too long?
All right. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please like, subscribe. Let us know what your thoughts on the song are and your comments. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Peace.